All right, welcome back everyone to more Final Fantasy XVI. We need to make for Amber. So closest we can go is Hawks Cliff, and then we'll take a Chocobo. Come on, Ambrosia.
Faster.
Let's go. We have taken care of, in the last episode, we have taken care of um, the hunt from the hunt board. Okay, here we are.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing the gallows?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
What do you have? Do you have anything? Gaia Blade, Metal Chains, Cobalt Tassel. Increase limit break generation amount by 6% when taking damage. Yeah.
To the roads now.
Where else can we find some information? Ah, here we go.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know,
How'd you get it?
but we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia. This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Oh shit. These guys.
Ever since the Auldhyl treatment, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
There will be more of them.
This one.
There is a path going down here, but there is also some here.
More of my mother's men.
To me, flames! Fire and flame!
So this basically just connects back. Oh, there are more of these guys. These bombs are dangerous. What was this? Oh, I thought this is also something, but this is loot. Oh, I didn't get anything. So this was another path. Okay. Yeah, we went through here. More of these. Yeah. Ah, there are more of these guys too. This is the reason I'm keeping the... Oh, we missed something. But... Okay. How do we even get up? Can't we get up there? Or do we need to go through here? Yeah, it looks like through here. That's why I'm keeping the... I'm going to keep the Phoenix power. Okay, let's go. Blood.
Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
So overconfident.
We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true sword, Rosaria. Get him!
Yeah, enough. That was good. And we get 20 points.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. guardians of the flame.
Those are Auldhyl's gates.
Then we hurry.
What is that? That gate being open, or that's the redux jump. So a lot of bearers are going to be there in here. We can send them to our hideaway.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
They're all bearers.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't.
Okay, so there is a path from here which connects back to this region.
But if the
We'll-
Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We'll check that right part. Although there may not be anything. Yeah, it's just a closed gate. Okay. This was like a whole town next to the water.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Brevet Bridge. Okay. So this is basically map of Rosaria.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him
What's
shouting
this?
from
A
down the
monument.
road.
250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
How am I to sell my wares if they won't let us into the castle?
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Ambrosia won't help me here. Come on. Run like the wind.
the Lazarus. What happened to this place?
Lazarus, that's another town?
The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Port Isolde obelisk.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, get enough
Fuck off!
Find the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your stall!
We'll cut you down where you stand!
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. And the entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Exactly. Black light burns. Okay. So we are going to take some revenge on the Black Knight.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Black Shield guys, because that's what the story says. Lazarus Drift Street.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Oi!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
No. Oh, quite a lot of them.
Or not.
I've only ever
Big guy?
seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Oh, this was one of the guys who went with us to the
You
swamp.
have naught to fear from us.
What was it, Timmy? Tyler?
It really is you.
It is.
Oh no, Wade, the other guy.
So Wade.
So they are still holding up.
We can speak inside.
So we did not kill the guys we fought. We just wounded them.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Auldhyl.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
He's finally happy.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Okay, so before we do that, we want to check our abilities. 583. I have not upgraded that. This one is fully upgraded. Mastered. This one is mastered. This one, should I put some? I want to put some on these before going to these. Actually, I can take this one. I've been using it. Yeah.
Let's hope
Let's go.
Has a good quartermaster.
Did we use any of the?
are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
No, we
May
haven't.
the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Sir Wade, the bearers from Auldhyl have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Black or white? Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind in the highway. Okay, so essentially, if we are not doing the main mission, then they may not go with us.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since
Okay, we can walk this small
we
distance.
tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
I got me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I did that.
There they are. On your command, my lord. What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Viceroy. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
Die along with your flame.
For us area!
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Oh, not you.
I'm hurt, Togo.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't let them slap.
Now someone big. Oh, another dragoon.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Slow. Let's try.
Ah, shit. I missed it. That took care of him. We got him. Enemy slain. 180 points. Not bad.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the Mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Good plates.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
He knew already.
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle.
Outlaw's uncle. And he's happy.
Who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
I'm trying to finish the recording session, but the cutscenes keep on going.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
All right, so the only thing we can do is go back to the hideaway. So let's do that. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
And there are secondary missions also. How many are there? 1, 2. I can. Okay. So let's speak with Vivian before the time to travel comes. We will do the side missions.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer.
Ever the
What
charmer.
would it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
We're going to get another history lesson.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed, Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the northern territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Okay, so that will be basically continuing that story. Let's talk to this guy.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
In the meantime, I'll go buy some potions if I have to, and also check out her other stuff.
That monster's taken quite a liking.
Is it business or play?
Yeah, we needed some
Can't find a
potions.
better price than that. It'd better all be here.
Um,
Well, don't just stand there, go.
Maintaining an ethereal charge can prove as deadly to a bearer as unleashing the magic itself. These earrings are believed to assist in the channeling of ether by reducing the amount drawn from the body and augmenting it with ambient ether from the environment. Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Accessory effect will not trigger unless the ability Charged Magic is learned. Charged Magic. Okay. Increase limit break generation amount by 3% when dealing damage. Increase limit break generation amount by 6% when dealing damage. Increase ability points earned in normal encounters by 20%. I could definitely use this. Increase XP and increase skill. So this one we used it. We are using Flames of Rebirth and Flames of Rebirth. Do we have Flames of Rebirth? Okay, yes. And Rising Flame. Flames of Rising Flames and Flames of Rebirth. Okay, so the one we had for Gouge, that is now taken by this. The ability points. Okay. Let's talk to this guy.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one from...
So what does he want to try? Okay.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So,
only the...
one of the butch...
Okay, culinary pilgrimage. And when we are here, we'll change the song. Sort of faded from. And we'll go talk to the...
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. Now, every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud. Didn't think anything could rattle him.
Blackthorn, if he...
I couldn't...
He said he should assume... Too glad to hear.
Yeah, she will definitely know where it came from.
Karen, Blackthorn mentioned...
I'm just fast forwarding these.
Thank you, Karen.
At least...
So, it sounds like going after that Griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you while you get on.
Good idea.
Okay, so there is a Griffin in the hunting board. Griffin will be dangerous.
Typical nobles.
Dozmare. Caernarvon Westgate. Okay. Caernarvon Westgate. Where will that be? So 3 reads. Caernarvon was I probably should take a closer look at that to see if there are any details. A member of the blood access station, the Martha's Rest, reported that he had been set upon in the marshes by another. No, not this one. Sorry. While passing along the trail from Lost Wing to Caernarvon, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong. So Lost Wing to Caernarvon. So we go to Lost Wing. Martha's Rest. Where was Lost Wing? It was here somewhere, right? That's Eastpool. Lost Wing. From there, we'll make our way towards Caernarvon. Okay. So Caernarvon is this way. So that means we go, yeah, we go this way. The path that we initially went through, I think. Yeah.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Come on, Jill. This path, right? Yep. What's a griffin in this world? I remember in Witcher 3, there was griffin was our first major hunt.
Fly, Ambrosia.
So we go this way and then we come this way. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to fight anything else. You guys can fight among yourselves because we are going to fight a notorious enemy, which will be difficult. Okay, we go this way. Just wanted to check we are going the right way.
All right. Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey.
Oh, so this is the Griffin area.
More than he can chew.
Let me save here before we start fighting the Griffin, because I have a hunch we won't be able to defeat it in first attempt. Where is the Griffin? Oh. Oh, there it is. Dozmare, rank B.
Leatherworker will have to wait. Auldhyl, look sharp. Nice try.
We got you. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah shit, I still got hit.
Guess we're all ready. Nice try.
Finally we got it after like using up almost all the potions. 55 ability points only.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man?
Speak with the injured man.
Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That Griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art.
I read that considered me flattened.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the Griffin hide I can carry.
Exactly.
I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
That was a nasty Griffin. Took 3 potions and 1 high potion. And we are going back. Yeah, and I didn't play that well. We will actually complete that one before going to them.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
You do
think.
Search the nearby swamp for scorpions. So he wants scorpion to eat.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha's mother.
Okay.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Come on. Straight home now. Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Stay down!
Yeah, a bunch of scorpions is not a problem. There are not too many. Unwanted violet. Okay.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
Okay, let's. We have 1 and 2. Both we can complete. But before we forget and go on the main story, we'll replenish. We'll replenish our potions.
Is it business or pleasure?
No, not that.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. finished, are you?
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
This will be fun to see what he cooks up. There.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscure. Grab a spoon.
Yeah. He's going to eat it. That's what I expected.
Odin's teeth. What assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And
You're...
I'm a share. A single mouth.
Yeah, it didn't turn out to be good. Okay. Let's go finish up the other side quest.
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend. Thanks, Clive.
Ooh. We got a new belt design. Drexler belt recipe. That's because we got the leather. Let's see if we can build it. Visit Blackstone Highway for details. Didn't draft from Dexter, right? Yeah.
What do you need? Not saying fortune, do you?
Drexair bed. Gelatinous mass. Where do I get gelatinous mass?
Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it.
Yeah. Gelatinous mass. And there is... Oh. Does it come from hunt? Because it has like a Mughal kind of symbol on it. Let's quickly check.
Typical nobles.
Yeah, it looks like it's the same symbol. Okay. Yeah, like this symbol at the corner. This one. That's what it had. So probably there will be more hunts where we'll be able to gather that material. Anyway, there are no more side missions. Let's quickly take a look at our... this will give us 20% more increased ability points. We have 255. There is nothing that needs 255 only. All of these needs 1000. And when I get 1000, so this one I'm not using this anymore. Although this would have done 3. I'm using this one. This is only doing 2. You know what? Let's take that here. Take that here. I can master that. And then I can change this to Scarlet Cyclone. Not only we have a good crowd control, we also have better better stagger. Right, both of these have 3 stagger. This has 3, this has 4 because it's upgraded. This has 3, this has 2. So now we are not using Rising Flame, so we do not have one for that thing, for Scarlet Cyclone. So we do not have one for Scarlet Cyclone. Do we have one? Yeah, we do. Only increases 8%. Okay, so how long is this recording? Around 37 minutes. Yeah, I think we should end this episode right here. There has been 2 episodes now with side missions. From next episode, we will continue with the main mission. Here be monsters. Hopefully you liked it. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you with the next episode. Game Changer X out.